All right, everyone. Welcome back. We're going to jump into our must-dos and skips for Epcot today. Now, Epcot's one of my favorite places to go, and I say that it's a close A and B with Hollywood, but we're going to get into Epcot today. This is a really difficult park. I really am going to enjoy getting into the must-dos and the skips because this is a unique, not ride-oriented park. So I'm looking forward to your thoughts on the overlays and things that you and I see at Epcot today. So
awesome. Let's go.
Let's jump into it.
It up a little bit on these next ones. How about Epcot? I want to go to Epcot. So, and I'm going kind of in the order that we tend to go to the parks. We typically do Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood, and then Animal Kingdom. So
I hate to stop you, but this is Mimosas with Mickey.
And you don't have a mimosa.
And I don't think you have drank too much of yours, so we need to remedy my situation.
Why don't you go for that while I talk?
You set this next thing up.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that.
So next we're going to talk about Epcot. Epcot is a fantastic park. It's got really two distinct sides to it. There's what used to be called Future World. Now they call it a bunch of different terms. World Showcase or World Celebration, World Neighborhood. There's different terms that they use for the area up front now. What used to be called Future World, and then there's the entire World Showcase in the back with the countries. It was really, really hard for me to come up with a must-do and a skip for the different areas because I think of that almost as two different parks. But today we're going to think of it all as one park. So I'm going to start with I've got two absolute must-do attractions at Epcot. And both of them are up in what used to be called the Future World area, actually. I'm going to start with soaring. I love soaring. Soaring is the idea you go in and it's like you're on a hang glider is what it's supposed to be. You sit in rows and it raises you up in the air and it's a simulation. Wind blows in your face. There's beautiful music. You're soaring over these vistas throughout the world.
Around the world.
Around the world. It was originally soaring over California and they've redone it soaring around the world. The music and the smells and the wind in my face, I can't help but just smile the entire time. Not your wind in my face.
I was just picturing people's feet dangling in front of me.
Okay, well, the best way to ride soaring, I am going to say, whatever hangar you end up in, if you request section B1, they'll let you request it. If you walk up and say, I'd like to wait for B1, that will put you in the center and in the top section where there's no feet dangling in your face. Otherwise,
so the Eiffel Tower is not bent.
Okay, I'm talking about why this is my favorite.
Oh, no, I love it. No, these are my things. I love this ride. I'm with you.
And I will say, it just has such great memories for me. So the first time that I went back as an adult when I was with my parents, my mom just fell in love with that ride. Absolutely. And every time we're at Disney still, I have to tell her, okay, we're about to ride soaring. And it just makes, she replies back, oh, I wish I was there with you. I love that so much. And I think if I could get her to Orlando just to get to soaring, I think that would be worthwhile just to do that one thing. She loves it. So I've got a lot of great memories with that also. My second one, I'm going to go ahead and do it because you're still working on your, and again, it's the newest attraction there is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Okay, talk about fun and thrills. So this is themed to Guardians of the Galaxy, which I love those movies. They're fantastic. They're funny. The pre-show of this is fantastic. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's an indoor roller coaster. It's a dark roller coaster. The vehicle is a really unique mechanism. It doesn't spin loose, but it does turn you in different directions as you're going along the coaster. That does induce a little motion sickness in some people. So this is the reason we had to get our relief bands, which, hey, I will plug that, buy them on Amazon, relief bands. They thump your wrist and you don't get motion sick. It's great. First time he rode it was without that.
I couldn't. We were supposed to go back to back riding it, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That last part of that ride, for some reason,
got me. But the second time when you did it with a thumper, you were fine.
Yeah, that relief band.
If you're prone to motion sickness, think of options about it. But the other fun thing is it cycles between 6 different songs. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord liked his 80s music. He had his Walkman with his 80s music. So this cycles between 6 different late 70s, early 80s songs. Everyone's got their favorite. Everyone's got their least favorite. Most people's least favorite is conga, but I happen to love conga. I have no problem with conga.
Okay.
Everybody loves. Everybody wants to rule the world one way or another. Disco Inferno, September.
September is the one everybody tries to hit.
September is the one everyone tries to get. They get really excited if they can get September.
Yep.
But so this music is playing as you're spinning through the galaxy, and it's just so much fun. It's just
Oh, it was great when I could look around.
it's a great
was
experience.
So great.
So I've got those two. I couldn't choose between those.
Okay. Soaring has to be my top one too. Just going with you, and the last couple of times we have requested the middle. It's just a fun ride.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to. Going through that experience around the world. Having the different things. If you've never been on it, got to go to it.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
really fun. I'm going to go nostalgic on my other ride as far as my must do. I have to do Spaceship Earth because, I mean, I'm old enough to remember when they were building Epcot.
Yeah.
I did a paper on it in high school.
Yeah.
And the one thing that has been iconic about Epcot, no matter what changed from Walt's original plans, were Spaceship Earth and that ball on the outside. That's iconic.
If, in case anyone doesn't know, Spaceship Earth is actually the real name of the Epcot ball. You see the big ball. It's not called the Epcot ball. It's called Spaceship Earth.
Right.
And there's a ride inside it. It's a slow ride. It's a dark ride. I think some people think it's going to be a roller coaster or something like that. It's a slow, dark ride taking you through the history of communication.
Yep.
Which
Absolutely.
on the surface, you think, that doesn't sound fun, but it's fantastic. There's great animatronics. There's sense. The narration is by Dame Judi Dench. I mean, how can you not love that? She's a national treasure.
Especially in Spanish.
Well, yeah. Last time he picked it in Spanish so we could see how much we could translate. So you get to pick the language you're listening in. So no, but you're right. That is a classic right there.
Yeah, those are my two.
Do you have a skip at Epcot? Things that's just like I can just miss out attraction wise.
The other spaceship one.
Mission Space. Mission Space. I would say that as well. Mission Space. Again, if you're prone to motion sickness, that's part of the problem. It's also, for me, I'm claustrophobic, and it gets right in your face. But Mission Space is a really cool concept. It's that you're on a spaceship going to Mars. Everyone has a different job you have to do. So you have buttons that you have to push when you're in there. It's a simulator. There's two versions, the green and the orange. The orange actually has real G-forces to make you feel like you actually are launching into space. The green does not have the G-forces. It doesn't spin to give you those G-forces. I struggle with either one, but even the times I've done the green and didn't feel claustrophobic, for me, it was kind of a one and done. It was like, okay, that was fun, but I don't need to go rewrite it.
Yeah, we did it once. That was it.
Mine, and I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, not from you, but I think other people are going to be upset. I could take or leave Test Track.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. It's one of those that I'm glad I've done it. It's fun once, but if you've driven a car with the windows down at 60 miles an hour,
or a Jeep.
Yeah, you've done it. I mean, that's the most exciting part of it for everyone is, oh, you're outside and you go 60 miles an hour. Cool. I ride down the highway going that ain't. So it's not like you're going up and down. You're going in a circle on a track.
Right.
So
no, I'm with you. And there is an attraction to people. It is one of the lines that when you're going through the queue, that there's a lot going on.
There is.
They give you a lot to do, building your own car, make it fast, make it aerodynamic, make it stylish. I mean, all the numbers when you get through running it, everything is just a matter of whatever's in the computer and they put it out there. But as far as when you're going through it, Disney is just a genius at making that queue.
Yeah, making the lines seem like a part of the attraction.
Part of the attraction.
Yep, yeah, exactly.
So, but as far as the actual ride goes, I'm
exactly
100% with you on that one.
Now, this might be the hardest category of anything we're doing all day today, and that is must-do food at Epcot. I mean, so I'm gonna set some parameters. Take the festival food out of this because the festivals change year to year. The food at the festivals change year to year.
Okay,
unless you just want to say festival food as a category.
No, what I will do is festival food included in it. My favorite place for dining for me is Japan.
And you're just saying Japan, the entire country area,
Yeah, because
all of it,
yeah,
the
'cause
sit downs, the
yes,
everything. Okay,
yes, because
that's
there's
kind of cheating to say
I know,
that.
right? Thank you. Well, there's one place we haven't been yet, and they just opened it up, and
Takumi Tai.
thank you.
That's because it takes 3 hours.
I'm willing to give up that kind of time.
Yeah, Takumi Tai is an omakase meal in the Japan Pavilion. They
Sure.
only have like 10 tables. It's a 3-hour experience. It's not because you're waiting to get to your seat, but once you are seated, it's a 3-hour experience for them to bring you all the different courses. It is on our bucket list. We're going to do it at some point. We just haven't yet.
And
But
I don't know how other to do that because there's the festivals for me
yeah,
are the experience. Adulting at Epcot is about
the
around
booths.
the booths around the world.
I'm gonna narrow it down a little bit
You go ahead.
because this is something we do even when we're there with a festival, and it's the tequila bar, La Cava del Tequila,
Wait,
that is inside the Mexico Pavilion.
I think, see, that's cheating too.
Why? I
because-
picked one place.
Well, it's experiences for me is the tequila.
Okay,
bar.
you could throw that in your experience. I'm going to put it in the food and drink. And I'm going to say food. Yes, it's a margarita bar, it's a tequila bar. But they do have really good guacamole. We've gotten great guacamole there. Their chips are freshly made. It's very nice.
Their dried crickets are amazing. with the mezcal.
Yeah, go back to episode 2 and you'll hear about the dried crickets. But yeah, I'm going to put La Cava del Tequila as my top. Skipping in Epcot. Now, I would say most of the food.
Wait, you're skip. Wait,
No,
what?
that was a comma in between there.
Oh, okay.
As my best food, comma. Skipping in Epcot.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense.
It was really difficult because I think all the food is really good across the board. And the reason I'm going to choose this place is more for the experience while you're eating it. The food is great. I'm going to say the sit-down restaurant in Germany, Beer Garden. I love German food. The food at Beer Garden is great. It is a buffet, and they do seat you with other people, and I'm not a fan of that.
Wait, what are we doing now? This is
The least favorite, what we're skipping.
Oh,
That's why I
the
said
skip.
skipping.
Okay, now I'm following because yeah, we both don't like that
I would
place.
skip Beer Garden. Again, the food is great. I just don't like when it's just the two of us that be seated at a table with 8 other people.
Well, even outside over there, we didn't go into the beer garden, and I remember that one time that you and I were just at a table in the shade,
Yeah.
and it wasn't a small table, but it wasn't large.
It was a 4-person table.
Well, no, it was like 6, and we were at it, and a family of 4 came down and sat
Yeah.
and started. I have no problem with the family sharing a table with
Yeah.
us. They just wanted to talk.
Yeah. We're tired.
And I want to drink my beer.
Do you have any place you say skip at
France.
Epcot? Okay, again, you're cheating. You're saying an entire pavilion rather than a restaurant, rather than a place.
What's the name of the place in France?
There's 3 restaurants in France.
Okay, pick one.
Okay. All right. I think we get your point.
That whole area so far, I think you have one drink out of that place.
Yeah. I like getting a Kir Royale at the Champagne Bar.
And everything else that I've tried it has service-wise and
Yeah.
even the quality of the food comparatively to the rest of the park
Yeah.
has not reached that expectation.
You're going to have some viewers and listeners who are really upset about that because those
That's
are some
okay.
of people's favorite places.
It's great.
But again, it's our opinion.
It's my opinion.
It's our opinion.
Yeah, sorry. So, I mean, again, I hope we're spurring the
Yeah.
kind of conversation
Yeah.
in the car that these conversations
Yeah.
spurred with us
Yeah, exactly.
to get to this point.
Right.
Because everybody has their own experiences.
Right.
Everybody has their own preferences and their own
There's someone
tastes.
yelling yelling right now as they're listening. How dare you say that?
Cheers.
All right, so on to experiences at Epcot. And you've already said you would have put La Cava del Tequila as an experience for you.
The tequila tasting was
Yeah.
the best experience I've ever had
Yeah.
in any Disney park.
Yeah.
That was by far the best time ever.
Yeah, I agree. I'd say, and I'm going to cheat a little bit here because I'd say the experience is just taking time to wander through the World Showcase. Don't just go down the main walkway. Go back into the pavilions, explore the shops, explore the restaurants, explore the little stands, and explore the little places where there really isn't anything. And this is the cool thing, the fact that Disney made spaces where there's not anything to buy, there's not anything to eat, there's not anything to do. There's just beautiful spaces. Really going back to the park This is a park with beautiful spaces, and you can find those in those little pavilions at Epcot.
I will tell you, if you're not a kid that's 12 years old, which I am,
Right.
to get those experiences on the Disney Fun app, when there is a game that you play in Epcot.
Well, and let me back it up. Yes, you use the Play Disney app. And in Epcot, right now, it's themed to DuckTales. And so you go play the DuckTales adventure. And you have to go find things. It's like a scavenger hunt, like a digital scavenger hunt.
Yes.
You find things in the pavilions, and it's ask you questions. What color is the bird in the cage back over here? And you enter it on your phone, and it makes things happen.
Yeah. People will be walking around, and you make a waterfall go off in Japan.
Yeah. That is fun.
You'll make something happen, and it takes you to the nooks and crannies.
Right. That's a good point. It makes you find those things.
Experience-wise, I think that is an unknown experience that people don't get on because they don't take the time.
Right.
And when there's two of us...
And you know what? They don't patrol you. You can do this even if you're not a kid. They let adults play this game. There's no height limit.
Nope. None.
All right. I think we covered Epcot pretty well.
So, hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I know I enjoyed it. Hey, if you have any comments, drop them in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Mimosas with Mickey. We really look forward to hearing from you. Anything, comments, good, bad, let us know how we're doing. We always love your feedback. Thank you so much for viewing. We'll hit you next time. Oh, also, make sure you turn those notifications on so the next time we drop a new video, you'll have it right off the press. Thank you for your support.